Hello, Virgo. This is your reading for March, the month of March 2020. And before I begin, my name is Barda from Intuitive Tarot Readings by Barda. And those who are going to be watching this on YouTube, this is aired live on Facebook first, and then it's stuck on YouTube. I'll put it up there as soon as I get it done. All right. Let's go ahead and see the month of March for Virgo. Now, the way this also works too, and a lot of my Facebook friends know from listening to me, but those who have not heard me before, the way it works with me anyway, I go by intuition, what feels right, what my to look in. Example for March and Virgo. There may be just one group of you guys that this message, yeah, I think so. There's the yes card. There may be just one group of Virgo that need a message for that month, or there may be multiples. And sometimes how it works, it'll start out looking like it's a couple groups and it'll just blend into one. As it goes, I'll put it all together and then I'll be like, okay, this is group one, this is group two, and Scorpio had group three of them, which is unusual. All right, let's begin. What area of life, March 2020 for Virgo? Could you show me, please? Virgo. There's multiple cards. Watch. I have my own way of reading, so sometimes the answers will be right there on the bottom of the deck, or if they start flying out, a lot of people won't take them. A lot of times I do if they feel right, and this felt right. This is going to be around the group, and this card right here just says March on it. Okay. This is going to be around work. The card Never. Before we begin and we get straight into that, everybody, if there's been a lot of up in the air stuff, we are in Mercury retrograde right now. It just started yesterday, and I do believe it should be chilling out around the 10th of March. I'm not an astrologer, but I do believe, and I do know that Mercury retrograde can really kind of put a kink in a lot of stuff like vehicles or your work itself. It's not a time to really go out and just start buying new items that like electronics and stuff, because all kinds of stuff goes crazy. If you're curious about Mercury retrograde, just go ahead and look it up on the net and do a little bit of research. Like I said, I'm not an astrologer. All right, so it's based around work, the card Never, and the Tower. Now, before I get into those, I want a little bit more detail. And again, I feel like bottom of the deck, it's a warrior. So I think you guys are going to be working quite hard and showing your more. A lot of people, like I said, if you watched the readings before, this January was a mother of a month. Last year was kind of a roller coaster. I think a lot of you Virgos are going to be coming out of it or taking the warrior stance. Let's get a little bit more information. This is for Virgo. Virgo, March 2020. What messages do you have for them? March 2020. And I do take the ones that are sticking up. All right. Scissors, disappointment in some affair. Okay, so this doesn't necessarily have to do with work per se. Like I said, I will know as we go if it branches off to different groups. But right now, what I'm seeing with the scissors, disappointment in affair. Well, I'm going to pull a couple more cards before I tell you what I feel off that one. Anyway, I'm going to stick it right down here with the warrior. I can read that several different ways right this second. I'm going to pull some more cards because actually I feel this might go into two groups of Virgos. One of them is they're working on a tower moment. You see your tower right here. That's how we're going to do it. I'm going to do the first group right now and how I'm feeling. I'm going with the person who's taken a warrior stance because a situation has happened within just really recently And there's been some disappointment, but it made you take on the warrior stance. You're kind of like not putting up with it anymore. Or you're not putting up with, and don't take me wrong, you may not be putting up with in the way you've been behaving. Why I felt like saying that, I'm not sure. This is only for a select group. Whatever it is, I feel this group of Virgo is going to be working on themselves to get past some kind of disappointment in some affair. Now, I keep getting this. You guys can take a literal affair if you want. I mean, I think this is like several different directions here, but I keep getting it. That's why I was kind of chuckling. It's not really a funny matter, but it's like, it's interesting. Anyway, so there's different ways you can take it. It could be a literal affair. Okay. And maybe you're working on yourself as a warrior. And you're working on either getting out of it or, yeah, something tells me not to touch that too far. Yep. So anyway, the warrior work and disappointment in an affair. So we'll just leave it at that for this one. And anyway, I've got the card Never here and the Tower. Okay, I'm getting it again. All right, we're going to go real quick. I know I'm switching, but we're going to go back to the Virgo who are actually, I'm going to have to address it, who are actually having an affair. That's what I'm getting. Yep, let's do that real quick, and then that way it'll stop showing up. This is an actual affair of some kind, and this is definitely 3 people. I bet if I did cards right now, they'd show. This is a real quick message because I'm not going to sit around on this one too long. Disappointment in some affair. Maybe somebody showed themselves to be exactly who you thought they weren't. So anyway, I feel that this person who has made this mistake in this third party has decided to work on themselves. And, you know, you could take the work card and say, okay, well, maybe we're working on this. Nothing good comes of third party situations. You guys are all adults, and come on now. So anyway, never. It's always going to be the Tower. That's what I'm getting. I mean, it's not going to work out. Never and the Tower. So that's the first group. Like I said, I'm not going to spend too much time on that stuff right there. I'm going to put this card back here. So we're switching on to the next group. And I know if I offended those Virgo, but sometimes you need to see what's going on in front of you. What's real. Okay, because I'm feeling this, and this must be somebody who's in a couple for some reason, because I keep hearing the grass is not always greener on the other side, and this is that's a literal thing to me. So, all right, now I'm going to put that one back. I'm going to switch to the next group. This one here is for the Virgo for March. This is going to the next group of the ones who have had to pull warrior spirit out of themselves. And they've had to work diligently because, now we'll get back to never because I'm not sure how that applies yet. Because this Tower moment has been quite rampant in your life. It just seems like I see a roller coaster. It's up and down, up and down, up and down. And from the last readings I did for Virgo, some of you had losses in your life. And that definitely you would have to definitely take a warrior spirit on that. About March, it's actually going to be I think you're getting yourself, you're getting yourselves back together. I think through this last year, and especially I told everybody January felt like a year. It didn't feel like a month. It felt like a year for a lot of people, and a lot of people ask themselves, how can so that made it feel like a year? I feel you. I mean, it was just a crazy month, but we moved on to getting ready to go into March, and I feel that you've been feeling like you've been kind of down and you kind of lost yourself a little bit. Well, with the warrior right here, you're coming back. You're going to start you're going to start working on the stuff that you're like, no, before, as I see this one right here with the number 5 has changed. Never, what? Yeah, you're going to be working, and okay, that's it. You see the Never card here? Do you see how there's snow on the ground? And you've got the Raven right here. You are working to overcome what happened during the winter. That's what I'm feeling. And it had brought a tower moment into your life. But with this card here, you're going to come on out of it. I mean, it's time. It's time. Okay, let's get a little bit more detail about that. Virgo, March 2020. Please show me. Give me messages, please. March, Virgo, 2020. What messages do you have for Virgo? This group of Virgo. Okay, here they come. All right. Yep, that's exactly what I thought it was. Like I said, this last winter was crazy for about every sign. This last year was a roller coaster for a lot of signs. But you know what? This year, everybody's kind of slowly, if you choose, if everybody learns their lessons and goes on and does the best they can for themselves, and I'm not saying it in a selfish way. I'm talking about bringing up the warrior spirit. This is not just going to be just for one. This is not for Virgos. I mean, every sign has gone through so much. So anyway, yeah, it says right here, a period of ill health, depression. So yeah, you guys were feeling down. There was a lot of stuff going on during the wintertime. And you guys, March about you is just kind of like a rebirthing. It's coming back. It's getting back into your own where you feel alive again. You got the nest egg. An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. So it's you working on not just yourself, but bringing back family members together and just keeping your household, running like it used to. And I've also got the needle and thread. A sincere wish will be granted. Now, what is this wish? That's what I find out. You know what? That's what it is. This is all about this is all about Virgos coming back into themselves, actually feeling like they're alive again. The needle and the thread with the wish will be granted. It's just I felt like no matter what you were doing, you always got knocked down and you couldn't be, you just could never just feel content and be yourself because you're always feeling like you had the weight of the world on your shoulders. In March, I feel this is going to be easing up quite a bit. Very much so. Okay. Which one's? Okay, this one's going to be a short reading. This is for the second group of Virgo that had a lot on them in the wintertime and how they're getting ready to come back out and be the warrior, have the warrior spirit. And they're working on themselves and they're overcoming this tower moment where it just felt like they were never going to get anywhere. It says, look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is deep as an ocean. We'll get back to that one. I have a clue what that's about. Because actually, this is about two different sets of Virgos. So, balance. Okay, this is for this group. Sorry. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. Okay, so again, this is definitely somebody who is working on themselves. And it said with the nest egg, an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. So I feel that this Virgo is seeking balance. Balance is the key here in March. And I think you're bringing out that warrior spirit. Again, you haven't had it for a while. It's been hard to find, but you're getting it. And you're going to bring balance back into your life, into your family. And you're going to overcome this ill health and depression. It's coming. March is much brighter. And you've been hoping, wishing for this for quite a while. It's going to be granted. It's going to take some work, no doubt. No, you're going to have to work. You're going to work hard on yourself to seek this balance, but you're going to be able to get it. All right. So this one's for this group. Now, this one here, a tough winter. This is for the one that I instantly picked up on some kind of triangle. And a relationship, literally, where somebody was in a set affair. It says, look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as an ocean. I'm not going to delve too far into that because, like I said, if that's going on, only you know the answers to that one. And for some reason, I'm going to tell you right now, for the Virgos who are doing that have some kind of a literal affair going on, I'm going to tell you, I don't have cushy feelings for this one. I don't feel anything good's going to come out of it. Not. I mean, normally I'd be like, do whatever. This doesn't feel right. And I think you guys need to pull down deep within yourselves and actually ask yourselves, what is this? And maybe, what's this doing for me for the second? No. You need to stop and you need to ask yourself, what is this going to bring me for the future? What's it going to, what is this other person going to, are they going to be there? Do you want them there? Or are you just looking for an outlet? That's what I heard, outlet. This is just an outlet. And I do believe that there might be some feelings in here, but you really need to sit down and have a coming to Jesus meeting with yourself. But the simple fact is, it doesn't feel, not everything's connecting. This puzzle is not connecting for me. I think there's a lot you're not seeing. And I think there's a lot that you're not, and I hear, dealing with. So this card right here was for the Virgos who were literally, I keep the word affair. All right. Okay. Any other closing thought? You know what? For that Virgo, this is for the Virgo. It's kind of getting to me. Normally I'd be like, okay, whatever, do you. That's not what I'm feeling here. What other message do you have for the Virgos who are stepping outside of a relationship and there's a third party? All right. This is hidden. Okay, I've got the camera, and you can see all the words you want right here, but the first thing that comes to me, the first is learn from the past. Learn from the past. And like I said, there's going to be some Virgos who are going to be ticked off at me. I'm sorry. I do not feel cozy about this at all. This is right. And I'm not just talking morally. There is something not right with this, and you need to take a minute, step back, and learn from your past. Have you gone through something like this similar before? I don't know. Oh, okay. You know what? For those Virgo right here, mirroring each other. And this is reflect our wounds. Okay, that is it. That's why I'm not feeling cozy. For the Virgo, that has stepped outside of relationship. And they are having an affair. And I do feel there's 3 people. And the reason I think that it is getting to me is for the simple fact is you're not stepping back. You're not looking at everything. It reflects our wounds. You have not, and this one, learn from, you're still healing from the past and you're reflecting with the person that you think. This is how I feel you're speaking to someone. Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is deep as an ocean. That's how you're feeling, but you need to take a second and look and learn from your past. This is past wounds that have not been healed. And you have just turned around. That's it. And you have attracted another person exactly with what you just got. I don't understand where that came from, but it feels firm. You have found somebody who has just been through just as much as you or worse. This is not healing. You're not healing here. This is just covering up feelings of the past, of stuff that you need to deal with. So definitely you definitely need introspective. You need to go within yourself and ask those questions. Have a serious talk with yourself. Because I do not feel cozy with that set of Virgos who are doing this right now, because you need to work on yourself. You can't love anybody else unless you love yourself first, period. That is a universal. Everybody knows that. So For the Virgos who have got that going on, month of March, have a meeting with yourself. Do not live in delusion. This right here is delusion. You want to have this so bad that you're not even seeing the, I heard the word red flags and I saw a red flag. Pay attention. And if you can't see it yourself, then go find some of your friends that are close friends and talk to them and have them point out. I mean, have them point out what's really going on, what they see from, have somebody outside of what's going on tell you. Sometimes. All right, Virgo. For the first group, it's, excuse me, for the second group of Virgo, which is the ones who have had a rough winter, it looks to me like you guys are on the up and up, and you're grabbing that warrior stance, and you are looking for balance in your life. And that wish of being able to balance yourself, to be that warrior like you used to be, it's coming back. You're getting over this period of ill health and depression, and you are focusing on not just your nest egg, not just your financial and stuff, but also emotional and spiritual around your family. Because your family is important to you. And even though sometimes, when stuff's going on, you don't mean to, sometimes you're not always paying attention to the family. I think you're going to be switching around in March. I really do. And then for the other group that have a bunch of stuff going on, we just discussed that. Again, find some friends to talk to, somebody who can see it from a different perspective than you do. Because, you know what? You can't heal unless you've healed yourself and what's going on with you. And if you're repeating a pattern, that's what I'm getting. It's a pattern. This is a pattern over and over and over again. And what's really bugging me, I think, is there's delusion in here. Very deluded. You're not seeing this other person for who they really are. You just attracted somebody else who is, and don't get mad at me, this is somebody who's reflecting yourself. So all your pain and stuff, it's going to, whatever you give out, that's what's reflecting. And wounds are still sitting there. You need to learn from your past. And if you're doing this, you're not. You're kind of feeding yourself a line of kooky. Like the Neptune, it's just, not everything is what it seems. So please, the Virgos who are sitting there in a third party, or they have something going on and they feel like they're on top of the world, there is nothing wrong with that, but you need to take a step back, because if you haven't healed from the past, it's just going to keep repeating. It's like a cycle. It is a cycle. It's just going to keep happening over and over and over again. And it's really crazy for Virgo. I do not feel like pulling out tarot cards for this one. This one's pretty simple. And this isn't directed at any other different signs. I mean, this is just a general reading. So this, I think that pretty much completes it for Virgo. Anything else? No? Nope. I think that's it. Okay, Virgo. This will be going up on YouTube, and then I will be working on Scorpio next. Maybe I'm missing something. Hold on. Because this one here is still nagging at me, Virgo. It's still bugging me. Okay, here we go. Immature and dynamic. He or she will develop restlessness with much energy. This person needs a ballast in life and a positive direction for their talents. This is somebody. Yeah, this is for these guys right here. With an immature and dynamic, excuse me. This is somebody who, I don't care how old you are, whoever this Virgo is right here, the Jack of Spades, yeah, generally it's a guy, but it doesn't necessarily mean it is a guy. This is somebody who has not matured. Your body may mature, but your love, anyway. You still haven't healed from the past, and you need to do that. All right. Virgo, I will be, like I said, I've got a few more things I'm going to be doing. I've got some ideas that I'm going to be trying. For the ones who are on YouTube, you can find me on Intuitive Tarot Readings by Barda. If you need a reading by me, which is in-depth one-on-one, I can do month to month. You know, just pick 1 month and I'll do it. Or I can do just a general reading or an hour reading. Just let me know. Best place to get a hold of me is Lolita's Lovely Ladies, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Good luck, Virgo. During Mercury retrograde, just be careful. All right. Thank you, guys. Bye.